Hello everybody, I am super excited. It is almost Valentine's Day and I love Valentine's Day because you know what? I just love love. Everyone has all their different ways of expressing themselves and expressing their love to their friends, their significant others. For some people, it's chocolates and flowers and teddy bears. For me, it involves a little bit of light blood drinking. But I've gotten in trouble for that one too many times lately, so I figured I'd try something a little more conventional, but still super cute. I saw these adorable cookies on TikTok that are Valentine's Day themed, and I just had to have a try at making them. So I've got a biscuit recipe ready to go. I've got my ingredients all prepared. Look how organized I am. And I think we're ready to just jump into this. The best way to ensure that these biscuits turn out perfect is to make sure you like the video, and through the magical power of liking the video, you will give me all the baking skills that I need. So our first step is creaming butter and sugar, which means we're getting the big boy out. So I have my butter, which I've let soften. It's a hot day, so it has softened very well. So we're just gonna get the butter in the bowl. I might have to go grab a utensil of sorts. Utensils acquired. There we go. And next we're gonna tip in our sugar. And now it's time to let it cream. Okay, so the actual biscuit making part isn't as fun as all the decorating and assembling and making cute little hearts bit is. So for the sake of your entertainment, I think it is time for a montage. Look at that! It's pretty thick and pretty sticky. Okay, so here's where we get to all the fun bits. We have our dough. Next step is to roll it out and then leave it in the fridge for an hour, which I'm gonna be so impatient. I just wanna make these now. But first, I need to split this in half and I get to dye half of it red. So let's separate this into half, which is surprisingly difficult. Scoop out this half and put it onto our floured bench. All right. Is it bad that I want to just eat it like this? And roll this out. I don't think it needs to be too thin, just thin enough that we can wrap it up and stick it in the fridge. Yeah, I feel like even that's too thin. Let's just doop and okay. I now see the importance of having it in the fridge. This is too delicate to work with. That's how I feel about the league sometimes. And then it needs some cling wrap, which I don't like to use for environmental reasons, but I don't really know any alternatives. Uh-oh. This is why I also don't like to use cling wrap, because it clings before it even wraps. Oh, I should have floured the bench more. Oh, why is it so sticky? No one told me this was gonna be hard. Ta-da! You can see all the fingerprints I left in it trying to get it off the bench. So that's one wrapped up. I'm gonna go stick this in the fridge. And now we get to dye this red. Now, I don't want these to be pink. I want these to be red, bright red. If we're being honest, I want them to be blood red. How did I already get red on the bench? Literally all I did was open the lid on this thing and there's blood on the bench. Wasn't me. I'm thinking we go like doop, 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 doop. That should be good. And now we mix. It's transforming! I already know I'm gonna add more. I used all the red. Ugh. It's still a little pink. That's what we're working with. But you know what? At least it's vibrant. It's kind of got the color of brains. That is something. It's kind of satisfying. Kind of want to punch it. Haha, take that, heroes. Okay, let's see if I can cling wrap this better this time. I don't think I can, in all honesty. And then I just sort of wrap it up. Oh god. Oh, I messed up. Because it's so sticky, I don't know how I'm meant to wrap it up in the cling wrap. Maybe I am meant to knead it more. I'm gonna wrap it up in a ball because I feel like that's easier to pick up than rolling it into a disc. See, now I can just sort of grab it. And then we can flatten it out. Look at that. Doesn't it look like the strangest meat patty you've ever seen in your life? Okay, I gotta go wash my hands. I will see you guys when the biscuits are ready to be assembled and baked and eaten and devoured. Okay, so I've had the dough in the fridge for like close to an hour and they were still like super soft. So I may have sneakily stuck them in the freezer. So let's have a look and see how they're doing. Well, they're certainly not as soft anymore. I think the smart thing to do is to roll out one at a time and only get the other one out once we're ready for it. So I'm gonna keep this one in the fridge while we work with this one. So to quickly explain how we make our heart pattern, we roll this out into a sheet and we cut out a bunch of little hearts from it. And we do that with both colors, and then we swap over the hearts. So the red hearts go into the cutouts of the white, and the white hearts go into cutout of the red. I'm really hoping this works out. I'm picturing them being so cute. I'm gonna be so disappointed if they're not. Let's get to rolling. Okay, let's unwrap this. I can't even find where the starting point is. Oh, there we go. And splat. Okay, that is a brick. Maybe this is too chilled now. It's kind of frozen feeling. The freezer probably wasn't the best method. It's just the outside bits that are too hard. I'm gonna see if I can like knead them in my hand for a second. This biscuit making thing is a delicate art. Okay, and now I feel like we've got a good chance of rolling this out. So we're aiming for a perfect rectangle. See, the league never takes the time to do fun things like this. Like, we do fun things, but they're all like crimes. There are fun things in this world that aren't illegal. It took me a long time to work that out. Okay, this is gonna be a very rustic rectangle. Ah, don't do that, please. I want these picture perfect. Should I roll out both and then do the cutting? Yeah, I should. All right, the cling wrap kind of didn't help with the brains situation. Wow, that is hard. Okay, is it kneadable? It's just cracking. It's too, I froze them too long. This is what I get for thinking I'm smart and not following recipes. You know, it's a real shame that they've got UA security so tight. Like, it would just be amazing to just sneak in and just leave a couple biscuits on Uraka's and Deku's doors. They'd know it was from me. They'd have to know it was from me. But no, apparently I'm some security risk. I tried to convince Shigaraki for us to align some of our plans that maybe involve sneaking into UA in time for Valentine's Day so that, you know, I could kill two birds with one stone. And he very rudely said no. So I'm not speaking to him at the moment. It's too thin, it's sticking. Ugh. Get back in there. We're finally up to the exciting bit. So I have quite a few heart-shaped cookie cutters actually. I'm thinking we go really small to really make this work. get some flour on this just in case. And then, whoop. Okay, and then I'll do one in here. Okay, I need something to lift them out. I didn't think of that. This little tool. Oh, this is difficult. Well, the heart got a bit lopsided. I don't know what to do about that. I think my dough's too warm now. Everything just falls apart. Okay, well, they're both lopsided, so maybe I can make this work. Okay, that's okay. I'll just tuck it in a little bit. All right, we're Frankensteining this together. Oh, that is a lopsided heart. That is an emergency heart transplant if ever I've seen one. So far the hearts look like this and like this. It's okay, I'll get better as it goes on. That was just the first go, that's just our practice. Scoop, scoop, no, scoop. Oh. Man, why does nothing ever look as cute or as aesthetic as other people do it on TikTok? Okay, that's, don't break on me, please. I'm breaking so many hearts today. Okay, we've got 3 done. So this is gonna take about 500 years. Guys, I'm so tired. I didn't think this would take so long. Halfway through, I've been doing this for so long. And it looks mediocre at best. Okay, it's done. We have 2 sheets of hearts. My goodness, that was surprisingly time consuming. If you squint, they're pretty cute, right? Now we just need to actually make some biscuits out of it. So this is the biggest one I have. You can sort of get a couple hearts per thing. Like I want to try and get like really aesthetic looking ones for a couple, and then the rest we'll just see how many biscuits we can get. The TikTok did also roll them out a little bit to kind of form them, but I think because I've been sticking my fingers in and forming them so much, I don't know if I want to do that. I just kind of do a little gentle one just so none of them split apart in the oven. Okay, that kind of helped actually. They look a little, oh, the bottom ones on there just blended together. What's gonna be? Okay, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's just do it. Okay, so I've stamped this out. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out without destroying everything else around it. Come on, I know you've like practically melted, but I have faith. We can make this work. No, don't rip, don't rip, don't rip. Oh, okay. Man. I can't, like I can put these in the fridge before I bake them to help form them, but I need to get them out, but they're so soft, but I can't control the weather. All just stuck to the bench. Okay, move flour. I don't care if it's a little lopsided, I just want it to be in one piece. Is that so much to ask? Oh no. Okay. Okay, maybe it's okay. All right. Oh man. Well, that's not the saddest biscuit you've ever seen. That's supposed to be a heart. It looks like a kidney. I don't know how to cool these down without, because they're on the bench. I can't put them in the fridge when they're on the bench. Okay, you know, it's cute. It's cute. Okay, let's just go for it. Oh, yes, dipping this in flour helps. This is a disaster. Man, I wanted to make some heart-shaped biscuits and I've ended up with broken heart-shaped biscuits. Now the hearts are just coming out. How'd you get the other one out? You just ruined it. That's how. I know I'm silent, but it's from sheer concentration. Well, we got it's now in 3 pieces. Yeah, whatever, let's rip it in 5 pieces. Ta-da! Don't you just love TikTok recipes? In the TikTok's defense, I just saw the idea and copied it. I didn't actually like follow the tutorial. I just stole the idea. I think we're gonna try for a smaller heart, because at least that'll be easier to get out. Let's sort of do just like a heart in each. Okay, that's way easier. We're making small hearts. Okay, well, have fun watching me do this. Wow, that is a broken heart, if ever I've seen one. That's, alright. Alright, that one wasn't meant to be. Okay, I'm gonna cut back to when I have made something out of this, and you'll see how I went. Okay, so to catch you up to speed, this is sort of what the trays look like now, and that's our leftover dough. I'm putting the trays in the fridge for a few minutes before I put them in the oven so they don't just melt. And then I'm probably just gonna chuck all these doughs into one bowl, maybe put it back in the fridge, and then we'll make just some marble cookies, I guess. Okay, so we've got one more tray in the oven, and this is what I just brought out. Yeah, they've got a few lumps and bumps. There's a couple that are cute. Okay, there's a couple that are cute, and that's what's important. And also tasting them. So my overall thoughts on how they turned out. There's definitely a few things I need to learn with using this type of biscuit. Captured! This is the assistant Indy, here to help us learn what we could do better with the biscuits. I definitely would have left them to chill a lot longer, but I was way too impatient. Also, putting them in the freezer didn't really do much either. I probably would have worked with a quarter of the dough I did at a time so that the others could stay cool, because that was all of the problem with trying to cut them out once I'd already done all the changing. They weren't going anywhere, they just fell apart. Can you not be such a wriggle worm? I know you didn't ask to come up here, but come on now. There's a couple cute ones that we're going to be displaying. But look, I gave it a go. They're very Valentine's Day themed, and so that's what's important. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this biscuit making extravaganza. Please give me a like for my efforts. This took even more hours than I thought it would. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my future upcoming videos. Or you can check out some old videos that I think you might like as well. I'll leave them in the end screen. Thank you very much for your time, your attention, and your support. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.